What's up, my family? I am JU, and today we're going to be talking about the importance of father figures in a young man's life. So, some of you guys may know I lost my father when I was about 12, 13 years old, but luckily, through playing sports and just having the right people in my life, I did still have strong male role models in my life. Now, even though I had those strong male role models, it wasn't my father, right? It wasn't the person who had like raised me and who was guiding me most of my early childhood life. So there was still times where I did get into things that I shouldn't have been doing, and I didn't have that correct guidance around because sports, you go to practice at certain times, and sure, your coaches keep in contact with you, but I didn't have that fatherhood presence in the house for most of the time after my dad had died. But I am grateful for the time that I did have with him, and I'm grateful for those other men that I had in my life because, hey, I had a lot of friends who didn't have a father figure at all, who weren't in sports, who were just really outside, and their mothers were working 1, 2 jobs, trying to make sure she could play both those roles and bring enough income to take care of them and their siblings. And a lot of those guys are either in jail right now, they're locked up, or they're in messed up situations. So I do think it's very important for fathers. Me right now, I'm not a father, but that's probably going to happen for me within the next couple of years. So I'm already kind of getting in that mindset and getting prepared. I always tell guys that even before you have conceived a child, you need to be grinding and making decisions and moving like you do have a kid on the way, because this will allow you to make the correct choices. Because if you're thinking about, okay, yeah, I want to be lustful and mess with all these different women, but how's that going to affect my kids? How's that going to affect my daughters? How's that going to affect my sons, knowing that their dad was out here just having multiple kids and, not taking care of these women and making all these broken homes? So even if you're a young guy, you're in your teens still, right? When you're making decisions, think about your legacy. Think about the people who are going to come after you and what will they think, and the stories that they're going to have to tell about you. Most of my friends, they are fathers now. They are great fathers. They are in their children's lives as much as possible. A lot of them are going through things with the baby moms, which is a lot of people nowadays. It seems like if you don't get married before having a kid, there's a big chance that when you do have that kid, that you and the mom just aren't going to get along. And even if you do get married, it's still a possibility. I think it's much less of a possibility because if you getting married with somebody, you probably know them a little bit better, but there's still a possibility that you and that mother won't be together. But these young kids, man, these young boys, these young girls, they definitely need their fathers in their life. They need that guidance. The young girls, they need that man in their life to show them how they're supposed to be loved and how they're supposed to be treated like a woman. They need to be shown that love, so when they do get older and start dating, they won't just be looking for anything a man will give them. They're going to be looking for a specific type of thing. It's going to be that type of love that they did receive from their father, which is comes with guidance, it comes with correction, it comes with being coachable, and being treated with softness and kindness also. In the short time I did have my father, I learned a lot of lessons from him, but there were still certain things in my life which I could see that, like, looking back, I could see like, yo, this was things he could have like really helped me with, because it was certain things he went through that I had also went through. So I do think as men, we need to be on our purpose. We need to be focused on our mission, but we also need to be there for our kids. It's never going to be a perfect balance. That's why I suggest before you start having kids that you get your stuff together, you build your empire. So it's everything's kind of running itself. And yeah, you still gonna have to do business, travel, and make deals and certain things, and you might miss certain events. But for the majority of part, for the times when they feel like they need you, you can be available. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to be about how much money you had. Like, yeah, they're going to want a father that's providing and protecting them. That's going to be very important. But when they think about the memories they had with you, it's going to be about the lessons they learned from you, the times that they could come to you and you were there for them. Like, those are the things that's going to stick. Like, those are going to be the major memories. And I just always feel like this is an important conversation to have amongst men, because some men, they don't care, right? There's some men out there that don't care. Some men that out there that they let the relationship with the mom affect how the relationship is with their children. And, I'm not idiot. I'm not ignorant to the fact that some mothers make it very hard, but this is why we got to make better choices in the woman we choose to have children with. Because if we do that, if we start by being proactive and moving in a way that when we are getting with these women, like what type of mother will she be? And women do change. Women do let certain things that we do affect how they start reacting to us. So it's never gonna be 100%. You found like the perfect one that's gonna, even if you're not with her, she's still gonna allow you to be around your kids. But we can make conscious decisions. We can make better choices, not just based off of how fat her ass is and the nice words she speaks to us, but how she actually is as a person, like her track record of actually dealing with people and dealing with conflict. So yeah, man, just wanted to come give that message to men this morning. If you found some value in this conversation, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have anything to add, go ahead and drop that down in the comments. And as always, love ya. I'm out.